Hey guys, welcome to the GTA 5 gameplay commentary. I really wanted to make a commentary about this topic for quite some time now. Now recently, I was playing a bit of GTA 5. I wanted to go for some clips for my next GTA 5 top 5 episode, which was going to be posted later today at 7 PM UK time, so stay tuned for that, which is going to be top 5 best handling cars for GTA 5. And as I was going for these clips for this episode, which you'll see during this footage, right? So pretty much what you see here is going to be for the top 5 episode as well. So you should be familiar with what you're going to watch for the next episode. But anyway, I was thinking to myself, I might just post a video, people might be interested in sort of how to improve your driving as well as your decision making when driving, and sort of driving in general for other games as well, and to in a way improve your reactions as well. I really wanted to make a video about that because one way I sort of test handling for cars is to drive on the opposite side of the road, especially on the highway, because on the highway the cars have increased speed, the pedestrians or the AI players, their cars are slightly increased to about 30%, 40% extra speed than on normal roads, for example. So like, for not on the highways. So on the highways, increased speed, therefore, if you drive on the wrong side of the road, you're sort of improving your decision making in a way that how far can you go before you crash, if that makes sense. That's the question you got to ask yourself, because what I would recommend is that get the car that you're most comfortable driving with. So for me, example, I would use the Entity. I'm really comfortable driving with this. I'm quite sure most of you would choose this as well, because a lot of people tend to choose this for the supercar when it comes to multiplayer racing. It's one of the best cars in the game, right? But yeah, so definitely, if you, for example, use this car, what I would do is that I would keep going on the wrong side of the road until I crash or kill myself when until Franklin flies out his window and smashes into something and dies and gets wasted, right? So why would you do this? It's quite straightforward. You sort of you make this into another game, really. It's sort of like it's a weird concept to take in, right? So you say the way I visualize this is a sort of a game on an iPhone or on a phone in general, where you're playing a music game, right? You're having to synchronize the beat with the thumb as it's approaching you. So imagine the car is sort of like the song of a beat, and your car is your thumb. And every time you fail to press the beat and you fail to synchronize your thumb with the beat as it's driving past you, you crash, okay? So the point is, you keep that going throughout the whole time, and if you perfect it, you get the high score, if that makes sense, alright? So this is the way I improve my driving, my decision making, because if your decision making is poor, if you make one bad decision, you'll end up crashing. You don't get second chances, unless you're really good at, sort of stopping before you crash or collide with the car that's coming against you, which in most cases is going to be pretty difficult, because as I said, increased speed for AI players on the highway and motorway is going to be pretty difficult to avoid. So here's the thing, man. When I watch 95% of these YouTubers, alright, and it does sometimes piss me off. Like, I personally got nothing against these guys, but 95% of these YouTubers who post GTA 5 content, what I don't understand is that why on earth are they playing with such a close camera angle view, literally on the rear of the car? So that's the first mistake I see them making, because a lot of the times these guys aren't really good at driving, and I got as I said, nothing against them, but this is what I see on footage of YouTube when I see these guys play. They're not really good at driving, and the biggest mistake is that they're not really using this angle right here. I understand that driving is down to preference of what you prefer is the most comfort zone for you. You have the best comfort zone for driving. Now, for me personally, I would recommend to drive in this angle, completely zoomed out, and also to use your right analog stick with a D-pad, because if you don't do that, then you're making a mistake. Because if you don't sort of tilt your angle upwards, trying to make it sort of close as possible to a bird's eye view, but not too much, so that you can see what's coming ahead of you. This way, your decision making is going to be quicker, therefore you're going to be sort of crashing less a few times, and that's the whole point. For example, yes, of course you're going to end up crashing. That is if you don't keep your composure. Sometimes that happens to me, and every time I do that, I'll say to myself, okay, what did I do wrong? What went wrong there? I'll correct it. I'll go back and do it again. So this is pretty much what I do every single time. Sometimes that does happen. You'll eventually end your streak, and you end up dying, and it's game over. So you'll start again. So think of it that way. I would say 100% or 99% you will improve your driving from doing this method. This is sort of a method that I know works for me, but I'm pretty sure it will work for you if you want to improve your driving in this game. But one thing's for sure is that if you're driving using the close-up angle, well, I wouldn't say this would work for you as well as it worked for me right here, because you got to use the optimal options available to improve your driving, as well as keep your composure. Obviously, most of this thing that you can see here, most of the times I'm using the right analog stick to change up the angle, to open up more angles so that I can see better from the side perspective of the car, sort of the wheel arches, so that I'm not really clipping cars on the side. Because if you do clip at very high speeds, you'll end up colliding, sort of a chain reaction, colliding with other cars, end up crashing like this. Unfortunately, I couldn't do anything there because the car literally was in the middle of the road. But yeah, hopefully this sort of helped you guys out in some way. If it did, be able to hit the like button, I'd greatly appreciate it. Hopefully you guys understand my philosophy here, or sort of a concept, an idea that I really thought of, and it definitely works out for me. So thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe for more GTA 5 content and whatnot, and yeah, see you guys soon. Check it out. Good night, peace. Yeah. Hey guys, here, welcome to GTA 5 top 5 episode. This was requested in by Corey Unal for a lot of episodes, actually, for the top 5 most wanted cars in GTA 5 that is not actually